one of the worst characters in the history of cinema. And her name is Bonnie. That child, Bonnie, who's going off to kindergarten, sucks. She is one of the worst characters ever written. Oh, Joe, don't you think you're a little harsh on a little kid? No, fuck her. Okay? Think about this. At the end of Toy Story 3, the emotional journey we all went on in Toy Story 3. If you haven't seen Toy Story 3, click off this shit right now, because here's your spoiler alert. The whole concept, the whole plot of that movie is Andy hasn't played with all of his favorite toys in a long time, right? He became a teenager, went to high school, started getting boners, and that was it for Woody and Buzz. It happens. And they had been stuck in a toy box, and the whole purpose of a toy is to be played with. That's their life's purpose. They're trying to come up with ways to get Andy to play with them again, all that kind of stuff. And Woody's whole thing is like, well, if we have to go to the attic, we go to the attic. We're here for Andy, whatever Andy needs. And then, hey, maybe he'll have kids and he'll hand us down, right? All this kind of stuff. And so it's like a whole thing where the other toys are like, screw this. We got to move on to the next kid. We want to get out into the world. They go in the world. They end up at this daycare that's ran by these other crazy toys who are like dictator toys who are real dipshitty. They're this guy Lotso Hugging Bear, who has a real cool voice. I forget the actor's name, but he's a purple bear that smells like strawberries. Well, he is a piece of shit. Okay. Real prick. And he's just basically saying, hey, the really little kids are going to play with you guys. And the really little kids are fucking assholes. These are little kids at a daycare. They're like Tasmanian devils, right? They're just running around busting shit up. And Potato Head's like, I'm losing my pieces. And Buzz is like, this motherfucker keeps cracking my head off that railing over there. And I'm going to let him know I'm real just because fuck this noise. It's always a whole lot of drama, right? And they're trying to figure out a way to get the fuck out of there so they could go into the other side of the daycare, which has the kids that are more chill and who know how to respect their toys. Long story short, Woody tries to break them out. All this kind of stuff happens. They end up almost dying. Literally, as the viewer, you think, am I about to witness the Toy Story character's death? How fucking traumatized am I going to be right now? Thankfully, they live. I won't give away that part. I guess I did. I said spoiler alert. Okay, I did. And at the end, Woody realizes it's time to let Andy go because Andy was going to take Woody to college where everyone else was going to be stuck in the attic. And he said, I'd rather stay together. So he dupes Andy, his original kid, into giving them to this kid, Bonnie, that Woody came across, whose mother ran the daycare. Woody snuck into her backpack. And he's like, this Bonnie's great. You guys are going to love Bonnie. And Bonnie gives what the fuck am I saying? Andy gives all these toys over to Bonnie. And he says something nice about each one. And Woody's the last one. And he was even like, how did Woody get in here? Woody's supposed to go to a college with me and sit on a shelf. Fuck. And then he sees that the girl recognized Woody. And so he's like, you know what? It's time to let you go, Wood. And he goes to hand off Woody. But he says, first, he goes, Woody is special. Woody, you could tell he was like, and she's even looking at him like, man, this 17-year-old kid is really attached to this Woody. Maybe this is a fucked up thing and I shouldn't be part of it. But she was a little bitch of a girl. So she's like, no, I want Woody. Give me my cowboy doll. He gives her this speech. You take care of Woody. Woody's the fucking best, right? He almost wanted to say it through his teeth. Listen, you little fucking bitch. Do not fuck up Woody, okay? Anyway, now we're in Toy Story 4. And by the way, Andy's like fucking breaking down at the end, being like, thanks, guys. And then Woody's like, so long, partner. And he drives off. And it's just like, oh, fuck, man. It really pulls at your heartstrings. And then Bonnie in Toy Story 4, guess what she's doing, everyone? Ignoring Woody. Woody gets left in the closet. He's not being played with. Even Buzz was like, I'm sure she'll pick you tomorrow, buddy. And all these other old toys that were collecting dust, and they were like, you're part of us now. You're part of the piece of shit toy crew that no one wants to touch anymore. And I'm thinking, hey, Bonnie, the fuck did Andy tell you? Take care of Woody. Woody is the best, okay? And what do? You just leave him in the closet. You don't even fucking think anything about him. Ignores him. Woody is going to great lengths to find his purpose now that he's not being played with. She makes a toy out of a spork called Forky, and he's running around trying to save it. They go on a family vacation. Forky's all like, I'm a spoon. I don't want to be a toy. Forky's a dick. He comes around, but he's still like a fucking dick. All right. And lo and behold, at the end, I'm ruining Toy Story 4 now. Again, I gave you the spoiler alerts. He's off on his own, right? And she totally abandons Woody. Woody's in a better place. As the viewer, you're supposed to be thinking, well, Woody's in a better place now. He reconnects with Bo Peep. That's not really a spoiler because she's all over the fucking movie posters for Toy Story 4. You see Bo Peep. And Bo Peep wasn't in Toy Story 3, everyone. So she comes back. They find her. And it still just breaks my heart because I imagine a scenario where Andy graduates from college. You know, he goes back to live with his mom. They live a couple blocks away from this Bonnie girl. They're neighbors. Runs into Bonnie and is like, "Hey, how are the toys? Oh, you got Buzz, you got Jesse, you got Rex, you got the potato heads. This is wonderful. You got Slinky Dog. Hey, where's Woody?" And she's like, "I don't know." And then the mom's like, "Yeah, I think we lost him on a family vacation." And then he just looks at her and goes, "You little fucking bitch. How I told you to look after Woody." Woody's out there on his own. And now Toy Story 5 is Andy trying to find Woody out there. He doesn't find him. He becomes a heroin addict and he dies. And then Toy Story 6 is Woody reconnecting with Buzz and Jesse and the whole crew to go to Andy's funeral. And then they have to talk Woody out of not slitting Bonnie's throat. That's going to be the next couple Toy Story movies, just to let you guys know. So anyway, when it comes to worst villains in movie history, Bonnie from Toy Story 4/3, right up there with the worst of them.